Hello, everybody, and welcome back. This is episode 2 of the Grits and Gravy podcast. I am Grits,
I'm Gravy.
and we've done it. This is the hardest part about doing a podcast is doing
Yes.
more than one.
Yeah,
So,
definitely, definitely.
so we're back. Hopefully, you guys listened to the first part. If not, you can check it out on Spotify or YouTube, whatever you're using to listen to our silky smooth voices right now.
So smooth.
So silky.
So smooth.
But yeah, grandma. Uh, but yeah, the holidays just passed. Did you have a good Christmas?
Yeah, no, it was good. It was good. I worked, but it was
It
good.
was good. Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah. Get anything cool? Anything of note?
Uh, so far we haven't celebrated my family Christmas yet.
Oh,
We
right.
usually
Yeah.
do it later on in the year.
Right. Okay.
So just, my brothers and stuff have
Yeah.
families and,
Yeah.
things like that. So
Speaking of your brother got me this bitchin' scarf.
yeah, yeah, you
Shout
did.
out, Bill. Shout
Yeah,
out, Bill
shout
over
out.
there.
Yeah,
Um,
that is nice.
yeah. I got some Pokemon cards. Mom gave me some Pokemon cards.
Oh, nice.
Pulled a Mew full art hollow.
Oh,
It's pretty sick.
yeah.
Pretty sick. And that's a, seamless transition into my E.
Uh-huh.
Because we're doing part 2 of our alphabet
Sir.
worst things. So gonna start off with E. If I make you upset at this point, I apologize. But my E is the Eeveelutions.
What?
Exactly.
Man.
They're overrated. They're overrated.
Not all of them.
They are, dude. They
No,
are.
no.
Eevee isn't a good normal Pokemon. There's 1,000 times
I'll
there.
give you that.
Okay, so you're
I'd
gonna.
never stuck with Eevee.
Yeah. No, I know, but I'm saying Jolteon, there's 1,000 better electric types. Flareon, there's 1,000 better fire types.
hmm
Vaporeon is ugly. Straight up. And there's so many better
Well,
water types,
I mean, they
right?
just look cool though.
Yeah, I mean, but they
And
don't
the
look cool
best
in.
part about Eevee was that you could pick which type you wanted.
Right.
That was the best part. You know what I mean? It's like you get her, it's just like a base Pokemon.
Yeah, I know, but my whole thing is that like people think that they're the best Pokemon.
Oh, I
Or
wouldn't.
like they're super cute. And it's like Eevee's cute,
Yeah.
Sylveon's cute, Leafeon, I think is what the grass one's called, is cute. But Flareon's ugly, Jolteon looks cool, Vaporeon's ugly. Umbreon is my favorite. Espeon is just a pink cat.
A what?
A pink cat, that's all it
Oh,
is.
pink cat. I thought you
Yeah.
said hat.
No, it's not a
It's
hat.
like,
But
what
no,
does
like
that have to do with it?
that's my whole thing though. Like I mean, I would never keep a Vaporeon on my team the whole time, ever. Like,
I guess it would depend on how strong you got it at that point.
yeah, but I mean, I would take Kingler over it. I would take Seadra over it. I would
I
take
mean,
Seaking over it.
I'm not gonna hate on you for not picking it
Yeah.
over other types. I would
Y-
take like a Gyarados over,
Garrett,
you know what I mean?
Lapras,
Yeah,
like there's so many more. And it's like same with Flareon. Flareon isn't even cute. Flareon's ugly.
I like it though.
I know, but like Charizard, Houndoom,
My
like
favorite one's Volteon, I think.
yeah.
Yeah,
And I'll give you that, but like I'm taking Electazone over or Magnezone, sorry.
uh,
Magnezone or Electabuzz or Electivire
I did like
or
Electabuzz too.
the name's escaping me, but the electric bug type. I can't think of what the fuck the name of it is.
Electric
Voltic,
Bug.
and then it evolves into a
No,
bigger
more of an
spider.
original. You know
Yeah,
what I mean? I don't
this is
know
a
many of
newer
the new ones.
Pokemon,
Yeah, okay.
but yeah, I think that the gimmick has been used over and over again. In the coolest one that they could make, they haven't made yet, which would be a Ghost Eevee. That would be cool,
Isn't
but
that
where is
kind
it?
of what Umbreon is though?
Psychic.
But what about the
No,
other one?
Umbreon's Dark, Espeon's Psychic.
Isn't that kind of like Ghost type though?
No, but Ghost type's a whole different thing.
But they can use the same moves, right?
I mean, there's some Ghost moves that you can only use if you're a Ghost Pokemon.
Well, yeah,
But that's what I'm saying. There's no fighting Eevee. There's no Ghost Eevee. There's no Steel Eevee. There's no Bug
Steel Eevee
Eevee.
would be sweet.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
would be cool.
yeah.
And like, but there just isn't one. So what I'm saying is that they're super overrated.
All right, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
And in the comments section, you can put your favorite evolution and tell me why I'm wrong.
Tell me why I'm right. Um, well, my E is it's not Pokemon related. It's alcohol related.
Okay, close. Yep.
It's super tight niche. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to say Everclear.
Okay. Yeah. There's nothing good
I
that comes from Everclear.
Not usually, unless you're putting it in jungle juice, I guess.
Yeah.
But
At
even
a
then,
at a responsible age.
yes, of course, you have to be 21 at
Yeah.
least.
At least 21.
Yeah,
Or if you're watching in the UK, 18, I believe is 18 over there.
I think so.
Yeah.
Something like that.
But either way, just don't do it when you're 14.
Yeah. Yeah, we don't condone that
Yeah.
100%. Um, Yeah, I don't have very many good memories of Everclear.
I think when I drink Everclear, I don't have memories.
You're not wrong. I think there was one time I took one shot of it at the end of the night and just that's where the night goes
Yeah.
blank. Same with tequila. I can't
I love tequila.
I don't hate tequila.
Yeah.
I just there's only two things that make me black out. And
Right.
that's tequila and wine.
Wine?
I don't know why.
It makes you
It's
black out?
it's such a heavy drunk for me
Right.
that like and you have to drink so much of it that it just like I don't know, man, like
Yeah.
it just sits weird with me and
I
I
feel
just
that.
don't remember anything.
Wine gives me really bad hangovers. It's like
Yeah,
the only thing that gives me a bad
that too. It
hangover.
dries me out like super hard.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, seldom has there ever been a night where it's like, oh, let's have a really good night. What are we drinking? Everclear.
And we're chasing it with
Like
water.
somebody's gonna be throwing up. Somebody's getting into a fight.
Yeah,
All right, you're gonna be looking for somebody for hours.
yeah,
Like it's not a good time.
for sure. Yeah, and it also could cause erectile dysfunction.
Does it really?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. I was like,
Just when you get drunk, when you get too drunk, you know,
you should have just owned
which
it.
is bad as well.
I would have believed you. I would 100% believed you.
I don't remember ever getting hard of drinking it.
Yeah,
So,
it's true. It's true.
but yeah, no, Everclear, and then kind of sticking with the alcohol related letters. You know, I'm gonna go ahead and jump forward to F,
Okay, yeah.
and I think you're gonna agree with me on this one
Alcohol
more than
starts with an
Everclear.
F. You'll have to say it. I don't.
That's fine. That's fine.
Nothing's.
I was gonna see if maybe you had one guess.
Fireball.
I actually like Fireball,
I mean, so do I. That's
only
why I
very
didn't think.
slightly, but
That's why I didn't think it was F. But I'm not picking up what you're putting down here.
Four Loco.
Okay, yeah, yeah. Yep, yep. See, the funny thing is, I never had a Four Loko.
Really?
No, because I saw all my friends turn to psychopaths every time they drank Four Loko.
Man,
Responsibly,
responsibly.
but
Not a sponsor.
yeah, not a sponsor. But yeah, especially that like original cut Four Loko when it was like making people like have heart attacks and dying.
Well, yeah, there was one night I took all the flavors
Yeah,
and mixed them all into one nasty cup, and it was just fucking. It was just brown.
yeah.
It just all turned brown, and I chugged it, and I. There were some things happened that night that I'm
I,
probably not the most proud of.
I bet. I
Yeah.
bet. You
Which,
remember the news report came out where like Four Loko was killing people or whatever.
yeah,
And
yeah, that
then
was before they took it, and
And
then we
then
go, yeah,
that night, someone was like, "So I think we get a bunch of Four Locos and go crazy." And I was like, "I'm not drinking Four Loco." They literally just said that it's been killing people.
I'll tell you how I
Like,
was introduced to it.
yeah,
Was I had a friend that was like, "Man, have you had Four Loco?" And I was like, "No, what's that?" And he's like, dude."
yeah.
He's like, "It's jungle juice in a can." And I was like, "Oh
It's
yeah."
it's
And I was like,
not
"That
just
sounds so good." You know what I mean? I've
yeah,
never had bad experiences with jungle juice until
right.
hours
So
after you've started drinking jungle juice. And so I get it. Me and a few friends, of legal age,
yeah,
and we opened it up, cracked. I was so excited, Took one drink, we're like, what the fuck is this? Who made this? Who told me that it was jungle juice in a can? Because they were far off. It tasted like
like
like just liquor. It
yeah,
was just liquor and probably caffeine.
yeah. Most canned like mixers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Don't
they're
ever taste very
they're
good.
not nearly as good as you'd
Like
think that you'd
like
want them to be.
like Limeritas. Like those things are fucking garbage.
The Bud Light ones?
Yeah, the margarita Bud Lights.
Oh, I like Bud Light Lime.
Yeah, that's
That's
different though.
yeah, that's fair.
Little B double
Yeah, the
L, that never hurt
margarita, a little
nobody.
BWL.
I get behind a B double L,
Give me two
brother.
BWLs, brother.
Oh yeah, Chad too
Um,
bad, taught you right. But no, dude, margarita or limeritas are like it just kind of tastes like you're drinking like something that went wrong, like off, you know what I mean? But
uh,
it's like alcohol.
yeah,
Like you leave some
yeah.
orange juice in your fridge long enough, it turns into limerita.
I remember being super excited to try one of those too, and it was just like, this doesn't taste like Bud Light or a margarita.
Yeah.
This tastes awful. Like I thought it was gonna be a more limey Bud Light lime. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it was just like, no, no, not even. It's been a while since I've had one of those
Yeah.
though. Obvious for obvious
I was
reasons.
gonna say it's been a while since I've drank anything.
That's fair. Yeah.
Like,
I drink when I golf, so
yeah.
I love that. But do you have a one for your next letter
It's
or
not
for F? Actually,
it's
we're on
not
F.
it's not great.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
But mine would be, and I'm kind of showing my age a little bit here because it's kind of died off now.
Okay.
But there was a fad a while back where it was all family-based reality shows, like Keeping Up with the Kardashians and
Yeah.
like Vanderpump Rules or whatever the fuck that was. Pretty much any reality show that bases itself around a family is just bad.
I'm I'm a sucker for reality TV,
I know,
man.
dude, but the family-based ones are so terrible. It's like I don't care. I don't want to keep up with the Kardashians. I don't give a fuck.
No, that's fair. I don't want to keep up with
Yeah,
Kardashians. I like to see what they're doing.
right.
I'm not like a regular little watcher of it,
Right.
you know.
But no, I think
Uh,
reality TV should just die at the current stage.
it depends on the
It's
reality TV.
it's run its course,
I like the competition reality.
yeah, that's
I
different.
love competition reality TV shows.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, no, you could probably go ahead and stop with like you said, like
Yeah.
Ms. and Mrs. or
And yeah,
Roads to the Top.
the
You know what I
fucking the
mean?
Bella show or
Yeah. Well, they stopped doing that, I think,
yeah.
didn't they?
No, I think they switched from Total Divas to Total Bellas, didn't they? Isn't that still a thing? Is that not a thing
They
anymore?
definitely switched to Total
Yeah.
Bellas, but I think when John Cena left, they were like,
Yeah, probably.
eh.
And then like Roads to the Top now, and like you won't find a better AEW fan, but like I will never watch that fucking show.
I bet it's interesting
I
though.
bet it's not. I bet it's a bunch
You
of
don't want to
staged
see behind the
bullshit.
scenes
I don't
with
want
Cody
to.
Rhodes and
I
his.
I would love to see behind the scene. I don't want to see fake bullshit television
Not
behind the
all of it
scenes.
is. They showed when they went through that flaming table.
I
That's
mean,
like one of the last. I haven't seen any
yeah.
of it. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I'm a huge fan.
All I know is the
But
teaser was like, "Oh, my friends come around, everything goes crazy."
I mean,
Bleh."
yeah, they have to plan stuff out to make
Yeah,
their
dude.
life look
Which makes
interesting.
it not reality. It's boring.
I mean, nobody wants to see somebody just chilling back watching TV for 8 hours.
Yeah, that's true. I will give you that, but I'm just saying
They have to have activities.
it's fucking lame though. Then it's just like, nah,
You're
dude.
right, and it feels scripted.
Yeah.
No, I'll give you that. Yeah, for
And
sure.
like when they do the cutaways or whatever, when it's just like them talking to the camera, it's like, my sister is such a bitch, and then she did this. And it's like it's the same thing, just over and
Nah,
over and over
in the
again.
end, they always make up somehow.
And it's like your life isn't that interesting. I'm sorry to say. It's not. It's just not. I don't care. I don't care. Like,
Uh,
but yeah, that's not the strongest F, but that's the F I got.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm
That's all
but my G,
right. Uh-huh.
it's controversial. I'm not making very many friends with this podcast
Yeah.
here today. Um, so once again, I'm sorry, but my G is goulash.
Uh, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay,
I
I'm not a fan. Okay, and I know people out there die for goulash,
Yeah.
but show me a goulash that's better than a good lasagna. You can't.
You're not wrong.
Like,
I'll take a bad lasagna over
yeah,
goulash.
exactly, bro. In my mom's lasagna,
Hmm. Hmm.
perfect.
The argument is that do you like spaghetti?
No.
You don't like spaghetti? Oh, I thought you would be a spaghetti.
Lasagna, bro. Why would I eat any other pasta dish that
I
has
mean,
marinara
like
sauce if I'm not gonna
you
just eat
would
lasagna?
if somebody was like, "Hey, man, I made some spaghetti," and you were hungry.
Yes, I would.
Well, yeah, but if it was goulash, you'd probably be like, "Eh."
I mean, how hungry am I?
You're just kind of hungry.
No, I wouldn't eat
Like
goulash.
you ate like maybe a couple hours
If
ago.
if like if I had eaten in the day, I wouldn't eat spaghetti. If I had eaten in the day, I wouldn't eat goulash.
Really?
But if it was the only thing I was gonna eat all day, yeah, I'll take some spaghetti. Fine.
Yeah, I was gonna
But
say because the argument is that because I like spaghetti,
yeah,
but I don't like goulash,
okay.
and there's a story behind that. But first, the reason the argument is that spaghetti is just it's the same thing as goulash but with different noodles,
Yeah,
right? But that's the whole point. The noodles change everything.
yeah.
They change
Change
everything.
everything.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
it tastes different. Like I don't want elbow macaroni with it, and it just doesn't sit on it right. You know
No,
what I
it's
mean?
weird.
It doesn't cover it the same.
Yeah.
But I don't like goulash because when I was a kid, my mom used to make goulash all the time.
Okay.
And I loved it. It was great.
Yeah.
And one time I ate way too much and I ended up getting really sick from that and
Yeah.
like throwing up a whole bunch. And then
And
it just
anyone
never tasted the same again.
anyone who knows you knows if you throw up when you eat something, you'll never eat it ever
Yeah, I
again.
won't eat it again. Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
But yeah, that's my whole thing though, because like spaghetti, it's just like it's like I got these bland noodles with some tomato sauce on it. Like cool. If there's a meatball, like yay. Like, I'm excited for the meatball.
Well, it has to be meat sauce. It can't just be the
Yeah.
noodles and
But
sauce.
and then
I
goulash,
can't
it's
do
the
that.
same thing, but like with the lasagna, a couple
Lasagna,
slices of za.
I will take
It,
I will take a couple slices of za all
it's
day
like
long.
you got like the layers and like the texture is good and like the meat feels good in it. My mom makes it fucking with cottage cheese and like meat and sausage, and it's just like, oh,
Do you prefer it with cottage cheese?
yeah,
Really?
100%.
I
It's
would.
so
I think
good.
I would rather have ricotta, but
See,
I've had it where it's been mixed with both,
right.
and that was pretty spot on.
Yeah.
Because I've eaten it with cottage cheese too. I like that too.
Yeah.
But
It's just better. It's just a better pasta dish, in my opinion.
with the cottage cheese.
I mean, just everything about
Oh yeah,
lasagna.
well yeah. I'm not gonna argue that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Sticking with food,
okay.
um, not a. I'm sorry to say, I don't like grits.
Oh,
Like straight up, like grits.
grits are so good though.
Given the only time I've actually ever had like real, well, not even real grits, it was instant grits. It's the only
Right.
grits I've ever had.
Yeah, no, there's your problem.
And it was just gritty and just like tasteless.
Yeah, that's the whole thing though. The grits are only as good as what you put into it, right?
I would have to be served a good,
Yeah.
like a, but even if somebody's like, man, that you should try the grits here, they're really good. I'm probably not going to go for it just from my own personal
Okay.
experiences with it.
So,
So it'd have to be something somebody made and was like,
yeah.
here, have some of this. And I'd be like, all right.
See, because how I got into grits, shout out to my brother Lance. He made me breakfast grits, which are the grits that I like the
Okay.
most, right? So
Okay.
you eat them with breakfast, but you mix in butter and salt and a little bit of raspberry jam
Mm-hmm.
and mix it into it, and it's fucking phenomenal.
Mm-hmm.
It's like it's so good. And then when you do savory grits, you put gravy on them. All right,
Mm-hmm.
that's how I like my grits, is smothered in gravy. Like, but
And you
yeah,
know I'd be
no,
giving you that gravy,
yeah.
baby.
But no, grits are really good, but it all depends on what you put on them. You can't just have regular grit. I mean, I'm sure people do,
That's just the only way I've had it, and that's why I even
right?
mentioned it at
But
all.
it's like so it's like comparing mashed potatoes to grits, right? It's a
Okay.
starchy side.
Okay.
When you eat mashed potatoes, do you just say, "Oh, there's a clump of mashed potatoes, let me get in that," or do you put sour cream and butter and salt
The
and
thing
pepper?
is I can eat just mashed potatoes.
Well, yeah, and
It
I
doesn't.
can,
I don't necessarily need to add anything
but
to
it's
it.
way better though.
You're right. It is smothered in gravy.
It's more than gravy.
um, and for extra credit, I'm gonna.
Oh, you got it. Okay.
I got one more.
Yep, bringing it in over.
Um, I think you're gonna totally agree with me on this one.
Okay.
He was partnered up with a man we like to call Charlie Villanueva in one sad free agency for
Oh
the
yeah,
Detroit Pistons.
the worst thing that we ever did to our franchise.
The man's name is Gordon.
Yeah,
Ben Gordon.
Ben Gordon.
Terrible.
Absolutely awful. They
Those
completely just ruined
I
everything.
didn't understand the signing at the time
Right.
because we watched him play for the Bulls for what, 3 or 4 seasons?
Yeah, something like
And
that.
he was literally the most inconsistent player on their team.
Yeah.
And he would lose them games. And then we're like, hey, let's get that guy on
Yeah.
our squad for
Because
70 million or whatever they paid him.
was that the same year that we got rid of Chauncey and Rip, or was that just Rip we got rid of that offseason?
I think it was just Rip that season 'cause he
Yeah.
replaced Rip because
But why would we do
they
that?
were depending on Stuckey to replace Chauncey,
Yeah, and that worked.
which was the worst. I mean, after Iverson, of course, which
Yeah.
that also worked, you know.
Yeah.
And you know me,
We were like,
I
hey,
would have
let's
traded everybody besides Chauncey.
yeah. Like let's take this team that works really hard and plays hard defense and is like a band of brothers type style.
Hmm.
And let's replace all of them on those unselfish players with selfish players who just in it for themselves.
And let's sign a guy with no eyebrows.
Yeah.
Looking like a motherfucking alien out there.
Yeah, that's not fair to say though. That's not fair to say.
It's not. It's not.
It's right, but we don't have to say it.
Oh man, I couldn't help it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, given I understood the Charlie Villanueva signing, I
Yeah.
really do because he just came off a really good season
Yeah.
with I think it was the Bucks, I think,
Yeah. Bucks first. Yeah.
and he had a really good season with them. They thought he could be our next like Rashid, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? He could shoot threes, big man, and he's just
Just never worked out.
no. I don't think it helped. We had Ben Gordon shooting like
Yeah.
28% from three.
That also doesn't help. And then you have Rodney Snucky, who,
The old schnooky.
I mean, Jesus Christ, like he could dribble a basketball. That's
Yeah,
all the compliments I'll give
he
him.
just wasn't a point guard.
No,
And that was the biggest because he really wasn't like that bad.
he
You know what I
seemed
mean?
that bad.
Well, he was more of a like a mid-range shooting guard type of
Right.
guy. And they didn't use him like that.
Yeah.
He was like, he's not gonna run the point for you though.
No,
You know
he's
what I mean?
not.
He's just gonna look for mid-range shots and
Yeah.
drive the lane. That's it. That's all he's gonna look for.
Yeah. He's gonna hold the spot until we draft Brandon Knight.
You're right. You're not wrong.
That's fucked up. How many years we had him hold that spot so that we could get Brandon Knight and then trade him after 3 years?
I will stand by this. He was supposed to be good.
Yeah,
I was
he's
excited for the Brandon Knight
right.
draft pick. I really was.
Yeah, it didn't work out.
Oh wait, no. Was it? Oh, yeah, yeah. No.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of um, I don't know who I'm thinking of.
Okay.
I'm spacing.
All right. Well, we move on to
Let's just
this.
move on. What's your G? What's your G?
I already went. I did my G.
Did you?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
Goulash.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I don't like that either.
All right, let's get this back on track.
Let's back
All
on
right,
track.
this is what happens when you're supposed to do the worst thing from every letter of the alphabet. And you bring 2 or 3 for everyone.
Extra credit, man.
Yeah,
You
extra
know,
credit.
I'm here for it. I'm here
Yeah.
for it.
Okay. So anyway, let's move on to your H.
To my H. Sticking with the theme so far,
Okay.
right?
What's the theme, Ben? Alcohol. Pistons players.
Pistons players.
Okay.
So it's going to go to the food category.
Okay.
It's the easiest one to do. This might be a little controversial itself,
Okay.
but I don't like hummus.
Don't like hummus?
Hummus.
I don't think that's as controversial as you might think.
Good.
Because
I only like, there's one specific kind I do like,
yeah,
but it doesn't have the chickpeas. I think it's really chickpeas that I have a problem with.
right.
But I've never had them outside of hummus.
Yeah, that's
So
true.
I wouldn't be able, so I'm just going to go with hummus.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, hummus is good. It's not. I'm not gonna.
There was one
fight
that
to
was
it.
like a red chili
Yeah,
hummus, and that was
that's
actually
really good.
not bad. But
Yep.
every other flavor I've ever had, because I've had multiple, I've tried, because you know
Right.
me, I still try to eat mushrooms.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I don't even,
Right.
you know, so it's like, you know, I'll try once a year, I'll try to eat something that I don't like to
Yeah.
see if maybe, you know,
Yeah,
my
I-
taste buds may have changed.
I do that with deviled eggs, and I hate deviled
Oh, I
eggs
fucking love
so
deviled eggs.
much.
Yeah, I've told you the story about my
Yeah.
brother. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out, Bill.
But
Again.
but yeah, I tried deviled egg this year too at Christmas
you?
because my brother makes really good deviled eggs.
Mm.
Apparently, I just can't fucking stand them.
Why?
It's just a weird consistency, and then you get left with the egg white. Like, oh no, it just makes me feel sick. I just don't like it. Just don't like it.
Do you like egg salad?
No,
Oh, I love egg salad.
no,
I think I'm like a weirdo for liking egg salad.
Right.
Nobody, every time I bring it up, everybody's like,
yeah, because
Like,
it's
yeah, I
weird.
mean,
It's just a bunch of mashed up boiled eggs and
so good.
mayo.
If you make it right, it's so good.
Yeah, no, it's the consistency for me. I can't take it.
Oh,
Can't take it. Maybe like if I had some good like homemade stuff with like maybe some like toasted hard bread, I could deal with it, but I'm
I
not.
like a good soft bread with my.
That's fucking gross. That is gross.
I
That
am a
is
weird. I am a weird guy.
that is the grossest way that you could eat egg salad in my eyes.
I mean, you're talking. I mean, when I was a kid, man, I used to eat peanut butter and mustard sandwiches. So
And that's not bad. That's not bad.
Really?
Yeah.
see, whenever I try to get people to
it's
try
weird.
it, they think I was a freaking psycho.
No, it is weird, but it's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like one of the weirdest combos. Okay, you should try this at home, by the way.
Yeah.
One of the weirdest combos of food that you can have is Cool Whip with Bugles. Dip your Bugles in Cool
Like
Whip.
a salty sweet
It's
thing.
fucking delicious.
I could see that being good.
Same thing with peanut butter and Bugles.
Yeah.
Really, really good.
Oh yeah. You know I love peanut
Yeah.
butter.
And then if you get the cheddar Bugles and you dip sour cream,
Mhm.
really
Mm.
good. Yeah.
There's some chives in there.
Yeah.
That's just French onion dip
Right.
at that point.
But yeah, hummus though.
Hummus.
Yeah, it's fucking whatever. I mean, it could all leave
Maybe
the
it's
earth.
not as strong of an H as maybe I thought. I
Right.
thought maybe you'd give me a little more grief on it.
No, I mean, if they took all hummus away forever, I don't even think I would notice.
Yeah.
I don't even think I would notice.
They just took it away forever.
Yeah.
It was like, if they took peanut butter away, I'd notice.
Yeah,
I would hate my life.
for sure. For
Love it.
sure.
I love it.
And then
Mhm.
I have an H.
Yeah.
I don't know how strong this is gonna go over, but my H would be horse racing.
Okay.
Like more importantly, like horse tracks, like not like the buggy racing or whatever, like that's cool,
Mhm.
but just like going to a place to put money on horses
Mhm.
and then watching these horses run around the same track for a day, like that must be the saddest life that's ever
I
existed.
wouldn't do it all the time,
Right.
but I do enjoy it. But I think that's
Yeah, you do.
It's a nostalgic thing for
Right.
me. You know what I mean? My grandpa trained
Yeah.
race horses. You know what I mean?
And that's fine.
My other one of my other friends is
Yeah. Yeah.
training race horses as well.
But
So
it's just so like the whole like thought of going to this place
yeah.
and losing hundreds of dollars
Well, yeah,
because I picked the wrong horse. Like that
right.
sounds
Well,
so
yeah. You can also win quite a bit though too.
yeah. I mean,
But
you
that's
can.
gambling in general, you
Yeah.
know. So just depends on it depends on what if you like the competition part and
Yeah.
gambling, I guess that's
Right. I
kind
guess
of
I
in
just
that.
don't care too much about watching horses
Yeah,
race.
I mean, you know, it's
Because
not for
like,
everybody, you
because
know.
if I'm gonna put money on a sport, I'm gonna bet on soccer. I'm gonna bet on football. I'm gonna bet on
Yeah,
basketball.
I'm not trying to
I'm
bet on
not
horses all the time.
not like, oh, this pony, this pony right here is gonna win me the bag, and then you watch and it's like 10 seconds of race, and then it's just like, oh, it's done.
But there is a site that you can go to that you can make like 50-cent bets, like
Right.
parlays and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And like and it's just kind of fun just to kind of like do a little gambling on the horses a little bit. And you're not even
Right.
you know, don't break the bank,
Yeah.
you know. But and then like if you hit these parlays, you win like $100 and you put in $1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And they're all over the world. So and you
Right.
don't even have to watch them. You know what I mean? If you really don't want to.
Yeah. But see, that's another thing. Why would you bet on something if you don't want to watch it? Like,
That's fair.
I mean, I guess it's just like a state of income for some people,
Yeah.
but it's weird. I don't know. It's a weird.
I agree with that. Like if you're not gonna watch it, I mean, whenever I do that, which I haven't done in quite a while now,
Right.
but I would watch the race just
Yeah.
because you know usually they're short races, so it's like you know you watch them go around 2 or 3 times.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's kind of cool. But you know, like I said, I grew up around it, and I
Yeah.
totally understand. Like it's not for everybody. It
Yeah.
really isn't.
I don't know. Yeah. Do you enjoy horse racing? I guess would be another comment question. Throw down in the comments
Am I the
if you do.
douchebag?
And maybe comment something besides getting this guy Brock on. That would be great. Just we appreciate you,
Yeah.
but you're not even listening to this at the point anyway. You're just commenting underneath us get Brock
Yeah.
on. And you know what we say to that? Maybe.
Maybe.
I do want to bring up an extra credit point because I was going to talk about an F and I forgot about it. Fahrenheit. Absolutely ridiculous. Why are we using a different system than everyone else in the world? Can we talk about
You're
how
talking
dumb
the
that is?
metric system?
Yeah, bro, it's so stupid. Why can't we just use Celsius? Like it makes so much more sense.
I think at this point we've I mean that's just what everybody knows.
No, it's
So
not what
like
everybody knows.
I
It's
mean
what
in America,
Americans
I mean
knows.
that's what I'm saying. In
Yeah.
America, that's what we know. So it'd be tough to be like all of a sudden, you know, we go from, you know, 70 miles per hour to what would be in kilometers.
It's so much easier in kilometers though.
I assume it would be, but if like
Yeah.
you put that up on a sign out on the
Yeah.
highway, somebody's just going to be like, "Oh, it's 130 through here."
Right.
Just
Yeah.
they're like, "Wow,
But
crazy! Everybody's going so
but no,
slow."
that's what we need to switch. We need to switch. It's annoying.
It'd be a lot. It'd be a lot, though.
And then they'd clown us for it. That's the worst thing, is that
Yeah,
the rest of the world
exactly.
clowns us for
At this point, we're too
yeah.
deep. We're too deep.
But it's so easy. It's just increments of 10. Like
Yeah.
like
I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not.
yeah.
But I think there'd be a lot of confusion with a lot of people. I mean, some people have trouble just telling time.
Right.
You
But how
know,
many how many feet are in a mile?
how many feet are in a mile?
Yeah.
I don't know. How many feet are in a yard?
Okay, how many meters are in a kilometer?
I'm assuming 10.
1,000.
I don't know.
Or is it 100?
You're asking the
It might be
wrong
100.
guy.
I know, but like that's what I'm saying. It's so much,
I'm that person.
but it's so much easier. I think it's 100. I think it's 100 meters in a kilometer. And that makes it so much easier. Yeah, because kilo is 100. 100, I'm pretty sure.
I
Or is it 10? I don't know. See, if they would have taught us this, I would know. But all I know is it's really easy to do because it's increments of 10.
yeah.
So it's like it's so much easier. The fucking how many feet are in a mile is like some ridiculous number that I couldn't even make up a guess to at this point. But if they had taught us kilometers
Yeah.
in school, we would know it and it would be really easy
How
and
many
simple.
yards are in a mile?
I have no fucking idea.
I was saying how many.
I bet it's not even an even number. I bet it's something like 27
I
or
bet
something
there's
stupid like
300
that.
feet in uh off 100 yards or whatever.
Is there?
Well, yeah, it's 3 feet a yard.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Okay.
I have no fucking idea. It doesn't make any sense.
We're on the opposite ends of the spectrum.
It doesn't make any sense here. It doesn't make any sense to
Yeah.
me. We should
Uh,
make it simpler. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, you're not. I mean, yeah, if it were to change, people would just get used to it.
Yeah.
But, I mean, a lot of people would have to just
No,
like.
not a lot. Not a lot.
I'm talking
Okay?
in America.
Yeah, I know.
We live in America.
But America is the only place in the world,
That's
like,
fine.
or like one of like 5 places in the world
Uh,
that don't use the rest of the universal measurement
I
system.
understand what you were saying, but we were not taught this.
I know because we're stupid.
If we started now, at some point they could change it. But right now, there'd be too many stupid people that would just be
No.
like, I have no idea what's going on.
Then hopefully they'd go too fast. I probably should have finished that. I'm not gonna finish that statement.
We all know
Yeah,
you're
we all-
psycho.
Anyway, I think that about does it.
Okay.
So, thank you for watching the second episode or listening to the second episode if you're on Spotify. I've been Gritz.
I've been Gravy. Until next time.
Good vibes only.